What's going on, guys? How you doing? TK coming at you. I want to hit you guys with the concept of imperialism as it applies to democracy, because historically, democracy has always been about imperialism, where there's a class system, and whatever level that you fit into the class system is typically where you were relegated to stay. Now, just because we've transitioned what most people think is beyond colonialism and into a democratic republic, the whole ancient or historical process of dictation and control still exists. Our society is still set up on the same structure or tenets that it's always been set up on. It's about ruling elite that separate themselves based on old money or ruling king bloodline, then captain of industry and captain of monopoly industry leader money. But those are the people who are considered the one percenters. Those are the people who are considered rulers, or the people who use money, power, and influence to dictate the flow and ebb of the world economy. But it's always been that way. You know, if you learn history or read history or pay attention to what happened in the past, you'll see that there was always the colonial kingships, that ruled over people. And today, that transition is moved, but old money still exists, and the new money that is now ushered into various secret societies in terms of management and people organization still exists as what it was, a ruling class of people who feel like they have the power, the right, the born authority to control, dictate, and rule over everyone else. So I need the people who are left and capable of thinking to realize that that's what this whole thing is about. This whole thing is about resources, the control of resources, and who sits at the table to make the decisions going forward. Now, there is a group division amongst the elites where within the New World Order, they're trying to fight amongst each other for a table position. And there's two different thought processes within the elites right now. One group of elites feel like they deserve or the position that they sit in means that they should live off the people. Another group of elites feel like they should empower people. So that division amongst their class is why we see the rift in operations, and why some of their plans have been thwarted. There's also a controlled opposition, white hats, who have done things to slow their progress. So I just want to break that down to people out there, because everyone comes from this CIA made up word, where the CIA came from the secret societies. And if you watch the movie that explains how the secret society even came into life, The Good Shepherd. It was birthed out of secret societies, and the word conspiracy theorist was given to the public by the CIA to control opposition to critical thinking. So what I just outlined to you is not a conspiracy theory. It's a more like conspiracized fact. You know, the side of it that people don't realize is what makes it conspiratory. But the factual side is the power struggle going forward is all financial. Who sits at the table, who makes the decisions, and what route the world should go is what is being argued over right now. So it's not about the sleight of hand distractions that the public participates in terms of race, in terms of all these different divisions, because divide and conquer definitely keeps people missing the Trojan horse. And like I said, the financial shift that's taking place economically is really shifting away from the West and moving toward the East. And the elite classes are vying for head of the table position. So pay attention to the money and you'll always find the truth.